Howdy, folks. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to have us a pretty good show tonight. We're talking about some more conspiracy theories. So put your tinfoil hats on and sit back. This should be pretty good. Before we go any further, let's introduce my panel. First of all, from Arkansas, we have the Ghost Man. What's going on, Ghost?
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Hey, anytime, anytime. Night Strike, how you doing, brother?
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Not a thing, man. John Z, our New York captive.
Hey, what's up? It's the Hatfield and the Hatfield crew. How's everybody today?
We are all wonderful, as far as I know. At least this Hatfield is doing pretty good. And, of course, from parts unknown, the mystery man, Jimmy James.
Yeah, so I heard about this chat here, so I'm, heard about what you guys get into and the antics and all that. So I'm just here to observe.
No, see, we don't let anybody observe. You got to get involved. You got to jump in. You got to get your feet wet.
Just here to observe.
No. You got to get your feet wet. And let's see who we got out there on the YouTube side, real quick. Ghost, you're pulling double duty, aren't you, buddy? RL's out there. Travis.
I'm on triple duty here.
Yeah, Mr. Gixer's out there.
They call me the Triple Crown.
We got.
That's not what they call you. I can assure you that.
Well,
we got T.I. Move. Hey, our buddy Rich White's out there. Say hello, guys.
What's up?
Mr. 1% himself.
Amorphous is here. What's going on, Amorphous? And over on the gun channels, we have Knives, John Z, Dan O2, Hottie, Garage Guns, and Mid-Mod Gunner.
Midmo.
Yeah.
If Garage Guns is out there, give Coy a link.
Well, go ahead. I don't mind Corey coming in here. He can jump in and put his 2 cents in. You know, he might have seen Bigfoot.
Yeah, he'll just say, I was at Night Strike's house. He does exist.
Oh Lord, you know, these conspiracy theory things, guys. It's fun topics to it's fun topics to get on. It's nice to delve into realms of mysterious and find out what other people think about it. For instance, the big thing that I've heard lately is this whole Mandela effect. You guys heard of that at all?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Well, you know, some people say it's bullshit, and some people swear by it. I mean, there's honestly, and this is true, I do happen to remember some things differently than, well, and maybe it's just misquotes. That could be simply it, or maybe there's actually something really behind it.
So, Night Strike, if the Mandela effect is bullshit, what did Darth Vader say to Luke Skywalker when he was about to throw him off the platform and all that? He lost his hand.
Don't make me destroy you.
Well, okay. Who's his father? What did he say? He's your father?
I don't remember that part.
You don't remember if he said, Luke, I'm your father, or no, I'm your father?
It's like, join me and we can rule the galaxy.
I don't think he did he? He said, no, I am your father.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I
might be wrong.
I'm your father.
Didn't Luke say to Darth Vader? I don't think so, homie.
No one talked about that part.
That was the 80s.
That's the director's cut.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the director's cut? I gotta get that for you.
That was the real Star Wars.
Let's see. With the Mandela effect, we have lots of different things. We have the whole Kit Kat bar thing, where some people remember a hyphen in between the kit and the cat, and some people don't. What's another one? We have the Shazam movie with the comedian. What's his name? Sinbad.
I never saw that one.
Well, and a lot of people get it confused with another movie. There's another movie called Kazam that had the basketball player dude in it.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's actually people that swear that Sinbad was in this movie called Shazam, where he played a genie in a bottle.
Okay.
And
Do you
some
have to
people,
love him the right way?
I'm not sure. I'll let you figure that one out on your own, John. You're good at rubbing people the wrong way. So,
I don't think
John,
you could speak
you've
to
never
that.
complained. Come on.
well, of course I haven't complained, but I take what I can get.
Yeah, you're just a gentleman like that.
Yeah. There's no reason in jumping into, complaining and this, that, and the other. Take what you can get and be happy with it. That's why that's why Night Strike is here.
Is this a 900 live chat, or is this? Because if this is going to go down the road that I think it's getting ready to go down, I'm out of here.
No, we're gonna try to keep it as PG as humanly
Okay.
possible. As
Good
humanly
luck.
possible.
I
Okay,
don't care
so
about the PC. I just rather not have like some 900 sex talk, chat going.
no, that ain't gonna happen.
Rubbing it the right way, and
So
We're
Jimmy,
not that cool for 900.
what other examples of the Mandela effect do you recall coming up?
Let's see. They got the Berenstain Bears. They got the Forrest Gump saying life is like a box of chocolate. Life was like a box of chocolate. They got the Darth Vader one. Luke, I'm your father. No, I'm your father. They got the new one with the Jackson 5, where Randy Jackson was up on stage with them, and they were the Jackson 6, and instead of the Jackson 5, and nobody ever remembers the little kid with the bongos. And so on and so forth, pretty much. Weird stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, now, according to what I have read, and I've not done a whole lot of research on this, honestly, but some people speculate that the cause of this was CERN.
Yeah.
Apparently they created some kind of black hole, and through the black hole, the world got switched upside down on its head.
They do particle fucking smashing. They smash them together, and they were working in that with the Large Hadron Collider. And in so doing that, they opened up a wormhole. And when they opened up a wormhole, something happened in the past, changed something, and then minor changes ensued after that.
Yeah. And so the reason that this is called the Mandela effect, for anybody who don't know, is because there are several hundred, probably thousand people out there who honestly swear that they remember Mandela dying in prison in the 80s.
They never became president or whatever.
He never became president. He died in prison. Other people swear that yes, he did actually finally get out of the prison, and then he was elected president and died sometime in the last several years. And me personally, I remember him being in prison, but I never remember anything coming up about him dying. I do remember him being president. Does any of y'all have anything different?
Maybe it was president in secret.
And so was John Z. And that's the conspiracy theory for the night, ladies and gentlemen. John Z is the president.
Shh! Don't tell anybody.
Mm-hmm. Your secret is out. I have outed you. I'm terribly sorry. What other big conspiracy theories is there running around? Let's see here. We have, of course, the old standbys, JFK, Ghost. Do you have anything to say on that one?
which one?
JFK, the assassination.
I'm good. I don't want to hijack the show again.
Yeah, there's too much to go into for that one.
I think I went on for about 20 minutes nonstop without breathing last time we talked about that.
Yeah, yes, you did. Let's see. There's the flying saucer crash in Roswell in 1947.
Yeah,
that was supposedly covered up by the military, saying that it was a weather balloon.
that's correct.
Yep. Let's see. There's the moon landings that were supposedly faked.
Yeah, we got a big one on that the other night. We're in the Flat Earth chat with Matt. Got a large dose of that.
I missed that. So what was said there?
You didn't see Matt's chat last Wednesday?
No, I did not.
Oh Lord, just go back and watch it. You'll enjoy it.
Oh, that's right. He had to go to work.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right. Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
work
Yeah,
that
we
night,
had
remember?
2 flat earthers on Matt's chat, and basically their thing was space does not exist, and that every picture you've ever seen of the Earth from space or the moon have all been done in a basement in Hollywood.
I know
Okay,
it
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah,
Someone
yeah.
said it.
I watched that after the fact, and the only reason I went back and watched it because I don't like watching the live stuff and after it's recorded because I like reading the comments as I go. But yeah, I showed up in the gun channel lobby later that night and was talking to G-Webs, and G-Webs kept referring to this guy as another Ellis, and I was like, "What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about?" And apparently, one of the guys in there reminded him of me or looked like me or something. So I went and checked this dude out, and I have to say, yes, he was big, he was bald, and he had a beard, but he looks nothing like me. And,
He could
Hey,
have
what's
been
up,
your cousin
Clover? How you
at
feeling
the very
today, buddy?
least.
and I certainly hope I had more sense than this guy did.
He could have been your cousin at least. One of them at least.
Like I said, I certainly hope that I don't come across quite that ignorant. Is that a polite word to use? Ignorant.
Ignorant.
I'm just glad you got to the conspiracy that the Earth is round.
Oh well, you know, every picture I've ever seen, I've never seen the picture of the Earth being anything but I have my own theory about that. I think that the Earth is actually a pyramid, and each side of the pyramid has the complete planet on it. It's just each side is also a different dimension. It's weird, I know, but that's my
What
theory
the
about the Earth.
hell are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, that's my theory about the Earth. It's
I think
actually
you are related to that guy.
it's not
That
flat.
seems-
I'm not
that
saying
dude's
it's flat.
contained compared to this one.
The Earth is not flat. Damn it! It is a pyramid, and it's actually
It's
on
a
a slant.
prism.
Yeah. So there's my theory about the Earth.
It's shaped like a giant trash can and it's on fire.
That's the same one that's in your backyard.
No, that's a barrel, not a trash can.
Actually, what's in our backyards right now is snow, and that's another conspiracy theory that we are going to discuss: is weather manipulation. Does it exist?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they
You
got the
didn't know
things that they got the things that shoot the stuff in the air and makes the weather go crazy.
Haven't you ever heard of HARP?
You didn't know that Trump caused the hurricanes in Florida because they didn't vote for him? You didn't hear about that?
I
No,
saw those
no.
guys dancing to create weather.
There is a weather array in Alaska called HARP.
HARP. Yes, I
And
know.
when it was part of the government project, when they turned it on, it raised the temperature a couple degrees, and it lowered the temperature a couple degrees at one point. So technically, weather control does exist. It's just not as exciting or interesting as we think it is.
Rich White says he's going to up the ante on the flat earther moon response and say that the moon is the original Death Star before it was just a spotlight.
That's awesome.
Wow.
And Rich for the win. Rich for the win.
I'm waiting for someone to make the joke that there are Nazis on the dark side of the moon.
There's Decepticons on the dark side of the moon. Don't you watch TV?
Oh, there was a movie about it. It was called what? Iron Sky?
There is no Nazis on the moon. It's all Decepticons.
All Decepticons? All right.
Yeah, it's all Decepticons.
Decepticons are racist.
They are racist. Those racist
know, right?
bastards.
Yeah. Okay, what other let's see. The Illuminati trying to take over the world. We can't leave that one out because that one's been going on for God.
Yeah,
what,
what's
100 years or more?
What's their obsession with eyes and triangles?
I don't know. But
See, I'm just going to say this, and Ellis, if you're being held captive, just knock once.
Okay.
But your theory of a prism/pyramid Earth, are you being held by the Illuminati under distress? There you go.
Yep. That's it right there.
Yep.
Yeah, found us out. Damn it.
Yep.
Well, we're gonna have to go down and save Ellis.
Well, do me a
This might be
favor.
like the Grand. What do they call them? Not the Grand Wizard. That's a whole different organization. But
That's an
the
organization we
Klan.
don't
That's
we
the
don't
Klan.
talk about that one.
what
Yeah,
it's like Grand something though, isn't it? For the Illuminati, the head guy.
I don't know. I have no clue. But
Either
yes, we will not be discussing the Klan.
That's too deep.
Those guys are just idiots.
No. That's the organization that shall not be mentioned.
Let's just call them a bunch of idiots and move on.
They are.
Yeah.
Because I have absolutely nothing for them whatsoever.
And no patience.
Let's see. Princess Diana was murdered. That's a oldie but a goodie. Apparently the royal family and the British Secret Service had Diana killed for one reason or another, and I've heard several. So what do you think about that? What?
I've heard that she was dating some Saudi prince or something, and that's why they killed her.
She was. She actually was getting ready to get married, and it wasn't a Saudi prince. I think he was. I don't know. He was, but yeah, she was like getting ready to get married to him. I think.
And because one thing or another, the royal family didn't like that, so they offed her.
That's the theory. What about the Da Vinci Code? That's a pretty interesting theory.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, the one where Jesus supposedly has had a relationship with.
Yeah, that the Holy Grail is not a mug in itself; it is the bloodline of Jesus Christ.
Oh, that is actually a very good one, and
good movie.
Yeah, it is a very good movie. But here's the thing: there's a lot of Christians out there who would deny that just on basis of, well, it's Jesus and he is pure and this, that, and the other. And my personal beliefs is that it's a fictional work. Let's just leave it there. But there are those that honestly and truthfully believe that yes, the Jesus and Mary had children or a child, and they had moved to I think it was south of France, and then
I don't know.
Started having relationships with the kings and queens and what have you.
What's the link, by the way?
No, I got it.
All I have to say on the Da Vinci Code is this. Yes, I believe Jesus Christ is the Son of God. But he was also born human. So, I mean, while yes, he knew a little bit more than we do, but the issue is I'm sure that, even he had some form of entertainment on Earth. What that is, I can't tell you because I didn't meet him.
He said entertainment. That's pretty funny.
Is that what we're calling it these days? Entertainment.
I'm trying to be good. So that's all I'm going to say on that.
Hey, let's see. Jimmy, what are some of your favorite conspiracies? Because I know you got a lot of good ones.
I like them. I mean, I find most of them entertaining. The reason why I like the conspiracies is just like a different way to look at stuff and kind of makes you think a little bit. I mean, even though majority of them are BS, but still, it's kind of cool to get into. But anyway, a favorite one that's hard to pick. I guess a good one has always been that like Illuminati one or whatever, the whole shadow government and that kind of stuff. That's pretty much I would have to say that would top it, just for interesting factor, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. What are some other ones out there?
You've got the secret societies like the Skulls and all of them. That's a pretty good.
Yep.
They rule the world from the Ivy League offices.
Or going back down the whole rabbit hole, there's the Knights Templar became the what do we call it? What they was the Masonic Lodge or whatever.
Yep.
The Masons, the Freemasons. That's what it was.
Freemasons.
Yeah.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two new arrivals here. Matt, Never Enough Ammo. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man?
We all good here, brother. How are you?
Uh-oh.
And we have Garage Guns from here in South Carolina. How you doing, Garage? You are very low if you said anything at all.
I didn't hear you at all, Garage.
Still alive.
Still alive. He
Barely
said.
hear you now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how about that snow?
It's nothing
Gonna
that big.
Hey, I still got it in my front and backyard, so.
My animals pretty much just kind of all trampled it around.
So have we talked about how the Illuminati are turning the frickin' frogs gay yet?
Oh, wait. I've got something for that.
I think Midnight wants on too.
I don't
Yeah.
like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Here we go.
We're breaking the conditioning.
Wow, Night Strike. And Ghost, you were worried about taking over the show. Matt, what are some of your favorite conspiracies out there?
Favorite?
Yeah.
I don't know about
Some of the one
favorite. Like I like some of the ridiculous ones, like the pop culture ones, you know, like one, what's it? Beyonce's sister is actually her daughter. And it's all been a cover up for her entire life, so she can become rich and famous.
Wow.
You know, that Michael
I've
Jackson.
never heard that.
And there's the one that Michael Jackson and his sister Latoya are actually the same person. He would just like to dress up in drag. Or Katy Perry is John Benet Ramsey.
Oh my
Or
God, I hadn't heard
Elvis
that one.
faking his own death.
Uh-huh. Oh, and then there's the one that Khloe Kardashian is actually O.J. Simpson's daughter.
What did you hear
the
there?
fair.
Might be true. I don't know.
Well, the big one, of course, is that Elvis is still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No.
Elvis
Men in
alive.
Black. Men in Black told us that Elvis didn't die; he just went home.
Yeah.
Now that's a conspiracy theory in itself. The Men in Black.
There you go.
And then, for those of you who don't know, these are the guys that's supposed to go around and question, interview, make people disappear who claim to have had any kind of contact with any kind of alien life forms on the planet Earth. Some people swear that they exist. There's been a whole host of interviews done with people that had supposedly had contact with these people. Their lives was threatened and this, that, and the other. But you know, what do you guys think? Do the Men in Black actually exist? Is that a real thing, or is that just something that
Part of that whole Illuminati thing and the whole conspiracy theory of the one world order or something like that? New World Order. That's what it is.
Well, you got to ask yourself the question: do you believe in the Men in Black thing as it is told, or do you believe that it's just like, yeah, are there probably
X-Files.
government agents that go around and cover shit up? Probably. You know.
Oh, well, there's definitely government agencies that go around covering shit up.
Yeah, we got proof of that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. I mean, maybe it's based on some truth, but, you know, I haven't been able to go to my local gun shop and get the noisy cricket, so I'm going to call bullshit on that.
Oh,
We were talking earlier about the old alien crash in Roswell and all that, Area 51. The interesting thing about this is they have the employees that work at Area 51 that are not military, they're government contractors. They live in Vegas, and every morning they get on a charter plane and fly from Vegas to Area 51, but all the windows are blacked out. I think that's very, very odd, and that's been proven to be true.
Oh, well, there's definitely Area 51. There's definitely some shady stuff going on there.
there's something going on there, but we don't know what, and it's probably better it's better that we don't. Otherwise, we get pissed off.
Probably.
Oh,
It's
what's
just a training site for a lot of things too. They got a lot of mock cities up there that
Oh, yeah.
teams and things go through, and they practice.
Well, that's where the stealth stuff was tested also back in the 80s.
A lot of times
And they're-
when we get new equipment and stuff like that, a lot of times that's where it's tested.
let's say the Aurora spacecraft or airplane or whatever it's supposed to be stationed at Area 51 now. There's
Isn't that where in Area
numerous
51 where they
sightings
also
of that.
tested the SR-71?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
That's where
I
they
stole
test
your line there, Ghost.
stuff too.
Huh?
Where
I
they
stole
test
your line.
predators.
So,
Well, the thing is,
yeah, you
Here's
can
the
steal
thing.
mine.
Here's
you
the
can
thing.
steal mine. I'm stealing yours. It's all good. We're all family here.
That's all good.
You know, we're all
You
brothers
shits.
and sisters and cousins here.
There's only one shall not be infringed.
Yeah, you're the
Scott
redheaded
says a
stepchild.
Loch Ness monster exists. He said Nessie exists. So
Well, of course Nessie exists. We've seen pictures
now,
of
what
her.
about the whole? What about the whole theory of what Stonehenge is? A lot of people say that was alien made.
You know,
It was made by some special ed people.
Well, if we're going to go through the whole ancient aliens thing, there is one thing to note. There's ancient ruins that they found in South America, in like the desert area. I think it's like Chile or something. That the stones are placed symmetrical so that they all fit into place. 1, 2, they're cut extremely precise to fit like that. And the only way, and the archaeologists that have looked at it, they're not so sure how those stones were even cut that way, or even what they used to put those stones together, because there was no technology at that point in time to do that. Hell, some of the shapes of those stones, we're not even sure we can reproduce it, with our technology today.
Going back to the whole Loch Ness thing, the reason why they're having trouble finding that is because they're not looking in the right place. They just need to go to Army PXs. They're everywhere. There's a whole lot of them. I call them hippopotamuses. Some people call them Loch Ness.
Wow. Well, there's one myth busted.
let's touch on MK Ultra. Do you guys have any clue what that is?
Everyone goes
That's
on
like
and
what-
on about MK Ultra.
It's like what all the cool people in Hollywood are doing, ain't it?
It's like the de facto secret Cold War project that was supposed to, condition and train super soldiers.
Actually, it was
Yeah,
about mind control and chemical
Yeah.
interrogation research.
What the fuck
That's
are you
what-
talking about? But yeah, that I don't know. That one's kind of interesting. It's true too. They released the document, so that's really not a conspiracy theory.
Oh, they've actually proved that one, huh?
Yeah, that's out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, is it really that hard to believe that the government would be trying to use different drugs and different procedures to try and, I mean, for interrogation purposes and all that kind of stuff,
Oh, yeah.
during the Cold War, of course, they were trying all kinds of shit. There's evidence that our government is as paranoid, if not more paranoid, than any prepper you've ever met, and they have been for a long time, especially since after World War II. And they just go, well, if they're going to dabble in, if they think there might be some way that mind control could be real, trust me, they're looking into it. If they think it's even a slim chance that something like that can be done, they've got people trying to figure out how to do it, and probably have for 50 years now. So it's not unusual to think that they would do this kind of stuff. It's on the surface you look at it and go, oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Well, they're our government also used to fiddle around in stuff like remote viewing.
Yeah.
I used to listen to interviews with a guy named, I think it was Ed Daines, who was like a major in the Air Force or Army or something. And he was talking about remote viewing aliens. So.
Well, what's the guy? Who's the guy that? And he was involved in a lot of this stuff for a long time. The guy that just retired, and he's been going around for the last couple months talking about all the UFOs and all that stuff. And he's kind of like the guy that would have been in, like, not then because he wasn't old enough, but like he's that guy that was the head. You think he was Navy? He was like a Navy general or something. And he was, what is his name? Damn it. He started, he came out and he's writing like books and shit now that he's retired and all this stuff. And he's like, no, this stuff's all real. Like, we've done all this stuff, like all the UFO stuff. We really look into that because that's really shit we can't explain. It's not our planes. It's not some secret, spy jet that we're creating. It's legitimately a lot of this stuff you're seeing. There, we were, for all intents and purposes, they were the X-Files, right? Like, there is a legitimate government agency that looks into this shit. And I can't remember what it was. He started going on the what do you call it? The circuit, right? Like back in October, I think. And he started talking about stuff. and they were asking. He was getting on talk shows and different media outlets and stuff like that, and basically just saying, "Yeah, this is what I saw. I did this for years and years and years. I ran the department, and I was the guy that we had to go through and check everything." He's like, "I can't tell you how many pilots run into stuff all the time when they're flying, and they have to report that stuff to us, and we have cameras and we've got it on video countless times that we've run into stuff like this." Can't remember his name though. Somebody out there in the chat may remember.
Let's find out if anybody's got anything for you here. Midnight, I sent you a link, but if you want to come on in.
Midnight said he's working, bro.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, he said
somebody
I was waiting for him to email me to send it to him, but he said he was working.
He's just fucking with me. That's normal. He's stuck behind a grill, so we'll leave him alone. You know, poor guy. He don't do nothing but pretend like he's a cook.
You know.
Yeah.
He's a 2-bit fry cook. We know it.
Hey, any of you guys follow that QAnon shit on 4chan?
No, what's that?
No, he's supposed to be like puts out, I guess you call them, well, he calls them breadcrumbs, like little puzzles and shit you got to figure out, and it's weird shit. They're supposed to be like uncovering fucking all the like weird Podesta shit, and fucking he just puts a bunch of like random posts on 4chan.
Sounds like Bitcoin to me.
Yeah, that's a conspiracy all to itself. Sure. Somebody's gonna get rich. Somebody's gonna get rich off Bitcoin, but it ain't gonna be the people that think they are.
I hope it's me. I'm gonna figure out how to mine and then sell half of one or whatever. And that's
I could teach you how to mime. It's easy. You have a pair of
Hey! A mime is a terrible thing to waste.
Well, maybe I could be an internet mime and work for Bitcoins.
There you go.
Well, you have to ask HVS about that. He's an expert.
I'm hoping to have HVS as a client.
And John, you don't need to do that. There we go.
There it is.
Okay, Gixer, we'll catch you later, buddy. Apparently, Gixer had better things to do than sit here and listen to us. Something about a sex life. I don't know what that means exactly. We're not getting into it.
Yeah, I've got better things to do than sit here and listen to you guys, but I'm already on here. I feel like an asshole if I left now.
I got absolutely nothing better else to do.
I'm just joking.
It's okay, Ghost. We understand. You're a comedian that just happens not to be funny. It
happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Yeah. That's a conspiracy theory all to itself. Okay, here's one. Is Paul McCartney dead? Let's figure this one out real quick. Is Paul McCartney dead? Is the Paul McCartney we know today a fake, a fraud?
Oh, you're talking about supposedly he got killed in a car accident back in 1966 or something like that?
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah, he's a fraud. He wasn't wearing shoes on the Abbey Road cover. Duh.
Well, that's all you
need.
Album,
by the way.
All I need.
It was a great album.
Revolver and Rubber Soul were my two favorites.
Well, I mean, if Paul McCartney's dead, he's been dead since 1966, and whoever they got to replace him is pretty damn good. That's
whoever that guy is deserves to be rich as shit because that guy
deserves to be Paul McCartney.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he earned Paul McCartney's career by now. So yeah, you're
right. He's put out some pretty good work since then, hasn't he?
No shit.
Here's the thing. Where did that all start anyway? How did somebody come up with the idea that Paul McCartney had died in a car wreck in 1960, whatever it was?
Yeah, they were.
Somebody noticed he had different ears and the nose and teeth. They noticed he was aging and fucking.
Well, they all came back on the White Album. I'm gonna go geek on you here, big Beatles guy, but on the White Album there was a song that apparently John had the lyric that the walrus is dead. Okay. Now, a lot of people thought that John was a walrus. A lot of people thought that Paul was a walrus, but people read it as to John was saying, no, the rumor that Paul died is true. The walrus is dead, and so people just started running crazy with Paul had died, and I don't know.
I thought they said that Ringo Starr was the walrus because he ate too much fish and chips.
I don't know, but they got the same rumor about like anybody gives a shit about this person, but Avril Lavigne, like she's been dead since 2003 apparently.
Really, I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, that's a big one. Everybody's convinced that the person.
Have you heard her music at shows?
So I have no idea, and I don't know anybody that cares about Avril Lavigne outside of the year 1999. But
right.
Yeah. Well, see, because that's why, like Paul McCartney, I don't know, some of the theories I've heard of the why makes sense. Like, the Brits put him in, MI6 put him in there, then that seep into American culture or whatever. But Avril Lavigne wouldn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she has a big enough following.
I don't
give a fuck.
See, this tells you a little about me. I don't even know who Avril Lavigne is or whatever her name is. So
she was like kind of hot and like a meth head, crack whore kind of a way. She wasn't bad looking in like her own little way.
Well, that's a description of a woman I really don't want to know to begin with.
Meth head, crack.
I did it.
I would
for a crackhead.
That's a crackhead whore. That's like I said. That's Ghost. If that's what you're into, have at it, my friend. What other conspiracies can we touch on here tonight?
Have we talked about JFK yet?
Oh,
don't get me going.
Yes, let's discuss.
Documents I released recently too.
Jesus.
Let's talk about the magic bullet.
I went through a 20-minute spiel on this last time we did a conspiracy theory, so I'll yield the floor to anybody else.
Well, no. Does anybody think it was anything other than Lee Harvey Oswald? Does anybody in here think?
Oh, I'm fully believe that it was a combination of the CIA and LBJ. I'm fully convinced that those two.
I do not believe there was just one shooter. I never believed it was just one shooter.
I believe it was a combination of faulty HJ and BJ.
You got what? You got?
Yeah, that's not what happened.
He got a bad one, and that's what happened.
Pretty much.
Okay, John. We're going to need you to explain that one a little bit.
Or did he give a bad BJ and then they shot him in the head because it was bad, or what?
I'm just saying, you don't give somebody the service they need, and well,
bad things happen. See, there you go.
You got to go. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Night Strike, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's as bad as your phone keep going off saying you got mail.
Come on, that's the most fun he's had all day. Let him have it.
Yeah, let little Night Strike have it.
Yeah, give it to him. Good.
So it would probably be the first time Night Strike's had anything in 15 years.
Shut up.
Okay.
Now Midnight Range, other Travis out there says that he said go watch The Smoking Gun, and I guess there's a compelling evidence that it was a negligent discharge from a Secret Service agent. I haven't seen that one. That'd be an interesting one.
I have never heard that one before.
No,
I've heard, but I hadn't seen that movie or whatever it is. I haven't seen that.
And Clover says that Tupac, Elvis, and who else? JFK are all living on an island in the Mediterranean.
What about Biggie? Biggie's got to be there too.
Yeah,
then if
Smalls
Pac's there, then
too,
Biggie's
right?
got to be there.
Yeah.
What about the Britney Spears Miley Cyrus conspiracy?
Oh God,
never heard of that one.
You never heard of it? Okay, so the conspiracy started. It basically, remember when Britney Spears lost her shit back in the 2000s, went crazy, and she was all over the news. That was all anybody talked about for 3 weeks straight. Okay, well, apparently this conspiracy is she was paid by the Bush administration to distract the media from all the shit they were doing. And then flash forward several years later, Miley Cyrus was paid to do the same thing by the Obama administration while our liberties were being taken away. That's the conspiracy theory anyway. Is that the White House likes to pay people to, I don't know, lose their shit. I have no idea.
You know, the ones that make really good
Oh,
conspiracy theories are the ones that actually you think they're going to say, yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah,
You know?
but I don't see Britney Spears. I think she's just freaking nuts to begin with. So,
Well, like the one we were
Travis.
talking about. We were talking about with Tupac though. Like they were saying kind of similar along the same lines of the whole Britney and all that stuff, but they were going in for the whole rap, part of it and reaching out and causing violence in the inner city and all that type of stuff. So I don't know.
Travis the 4th or 5th or whatever. There's too many damn Travi around here. But
we're gonna start numbering them.
Great says JFK is now Jimmy Carter. Go see the pictures.
Fucking wow.
Now that Travis is great is the 4th.
He's the 4th. All right.
Because Travis T
is the
3rd.
Okay. All right.
Midnight Range is the 2nd.
Yeah.
And then there's Travis.
See, once it goes past Travis P and Midnight, then they all just kind of get, no offense to the Travi out there, but
What about the Travis conspiracy?
No shit, they're trying to take over YouTube.
There is a distinct conspiracy where social media is being overrun with what I presume to be genetically altered and created fish people, lizard people, as Alex Jones would call them, to go in and just consume all old social media and replace it with their own vision. So it's just at some point it's going to be all Travis talk all the time. So they're going to be the ones gearing toward, swaying the conversation. The next big gun channel on YouTube is going to be some dude named Travis something, and everybody's going to listen to him and his political views and his gun views. But it's all a ploy. There's a bunch of lizard people that are just all Travises, because that's the name they've chosen, because it most
all
sounds
Travi
like,
all the time.
Well, what it is the name Travis sounds most like their home world, which is Travis. And it's just this planet, like about 70,000 light years away. And so they just like the name a lot. So they use it and they figure, it's just a nice, unassuming name. Nobody's going to think much about it. There's billions of people on the planet. Nobody's going to pay attention to there just being more than your average number of Travi running around. So no big deal, right? So they all call themselves Travis on one way, shape, or form. And that's the goal, is to, through social media. Thank you, Morphus and Travigate. Travigate is to slowly just steer all thought and opinion and fact to whatever they want it to be, because eventually we'll just all start listening to, we all listen to everybody on the internet anyway. We buy all the bullshit online anyway, right? Like everybody's somebody on the internet said it must be true. Well, when that message is controlled by the Travi, then they control us.
Well, the real truth is the body.
That is a real conspiracy that I just created. I want to keep this going. Let's push this out there. I can get Alex Jones to talk about the Travigate.
Travigate.
You do realize the real conspiracy is that the body snatchers were trying to say tranny, and they couldn't go past trav. So they would have been tranny.
Ladies and gentlemen, my audience.
They turn the friggin' frogs gay.
That's what they're doing. Those Travi are doing that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for this. I truly apologize that it was my show that Never Enough Ammo went completely off the deep end on. Not one of his own. I apologize.
It's Travigate, man. Come on. Hashtag Travigate.
Okay. We're gonna go with this. Travigate. How do we defeat the Travi? How do we stop them?
By knowledge. Knowledge is power. Now that we know they're the ones controlling the message, we have to encourage everybody not to listen to them. Okay. We can't see them. We don't even know that Travis P11 is real. Like, we've seen him on camera online, but we don't know that he's real. We don't know that's what he really looks like.
Okay,
right.
So what we do?
We've seen Midnight Range, but we don't know if that's really he did. All I saw when he's making mac and cheese is his hands. That could have been anybody.
What we do is we get them all in a movie theater and blow it up with dynamite.
Oh, Travis the 4th. I'm just saying. He just said, by the way, his takeover will be commencing soon. His camera just came in.
See?
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
It's happening. I told you guys don't feed them after midnight. I told you guys, don't let them get wet. Now they're multiplying, and we have no way to fight them.
Look what happened with VidMe. The minute VidMe became a viable social media platform,
All
what
the
did the
Travi
Travi do?
went there.
What did the Travi do?
Yep.
They went there and they spammed the shit out of VidMe.
They broke
Hey, we should send them to Reddit and just have them shut that shit down quickly.
Amorphous
So
says,
technically-
good question on the 4473, are you a Travi?
That's actually a good question. Are you a
Oh,
Travi?
that's
No, I
awesome,
am not a
Nate.
Travi. I am a Ellis.
That is awesome.
Ghost
Nate.
Tactical. Well, there goes the Ellis channel. Night Strike is threatening to terrorism.
No, Night Strike's not threatening to anything.
He clearly said he wanted to blow up a theater with dynamite. He clearly said that. I mean, I'm certain I heard that.
I was
And
actually
he's a
making, guys. I was making
a nasty
gremlins
night,
reference.
night strike too.
Not according to the NSA, who are listening to this very obviously right now. I think that we
No.
know.
Night
The
strike.
NSA have better
Night
things to
Strike.
do than listen to me.
You'd be surprised.
Night strike. Night strike. Shout out loud. I'm a nasty night strike.
Absolutely not. Go shoot yourself, John. Oh wait,
See,
I'm
he's talking
sorry.
about
Jesus
shooting
Christ,
somebody
he wants to
again.
kill
I'm sorry, John.
everybody.
You're in New
Good
York. You
Lord.
Lord,
See, he's talking about blowing up places and shooting people and
Yeah, what the hell, night strike?
I'm not going to
Now,
have a show
now, are the Travi responsible for turning the freaking frogs gay? Is that
They
them
are.
too?
They put chemicals in the water.
Oh, so the next question is the Travi the latest metamorphosis of Illuminati? Is that what it really has
Well,
become?
maybe they've the Illuminati. Maybe it's always been them.
Oh, okay.
You know?
And the Illuminati was just a smokescreen for the Travi.
No, the Travi have been here for a long time, I would assume. But they've been visiting for a while. Maybe or either that, or maybe the Illuminati was already a thing and they've just now taken it over.
Yeah,
it's hard to say,
I can
'cause
see that.
You've got the Illuminati, and then you've got its spin-off factions where you've got the Masons and you've got the Skulls, right? And that's you get your Bushes and some of these other ones in there. And maybe the Illuminati, it just took a few people. It just takes a few high level people that actually turn out to be Travi to go in and take over the organization. I mean, Bilderbergers was probably it's all Travi by now. Maybe it didn't start out that way, but they saw an opportunity.
Yeah,
they jumped
I
on
can
it,
see
right?
that. Yeah, they're very opportunistic. That's for damn sure.
So they saw these powerful organizations already formed. They said, "This is easy. All we got to do is take over this small group of individuals, and we then control everything."
I think the Travi has been here way longer than that. And they were here even before all those other organizations, and all those other organizations.
They killed the dinosaurs.
They were just a cover for the Travi.
Exactly. They killed Jesus.
See, and Pig Roman Caesar
Travi.
means Travis.
And see,
Pig Roman
look, Travis is
Caesar
even
does mean
saying,
Travis.
Look what Midnight Range. He uses a skull as his icon. He's one of the skulls.
He's a Travi.
He's a Travi.
Yeah.
He's
But he doesn't
one of
want
the
you to
members of
know
the
it.
skulls. That's where they placed him there.
Does it not concern you people that one of the Travi that we have come to know is a teacher and the other is claims to be a chef?
Well, see if I understand it. That's how they spread their message.
Yeah, exactly.
One of them spreads it through the school, and the other one poisons our food to mind control. That's just how they work, man.
It makes the frogs gay.
It makes the frogs gay.
I think that's Travis T. I think Travis T is the one who's making them gay. I'm just saying. I can't prove it.
The frogs have been gay way longer than
Look at it, and they're even admitting they're poised to take over gun channels too. They're watching. They know we would be the biggest resistance and takeover. They know we would be the
look at
biggest
this!
resistance.
Look at this!
They have
Check
to
this
infiltrate
out.
us.
Travis Great has been lurking gun channels for almost 2 years. They picked the laziest one. 2 years, seriously?
They had to wait till we all he gained all of our trust.
He lost his GPS and couldn't find us.
Maybe they're just a very patient species.
No, Amorphous is saying isn't Ghost a Travi? No, he's not a Travi. It's close.
Ghost is a Trey, not a Travi.
He's a Trey. Now, is that like maybe your dad was a Travi and you don't know it? They just named you Trey halfway there. You can be like the hero, right? Like it's always the one that's like half of the bad guy.
Right.
It's always the Hercules, right? Hercules, half
Mhm.
human, half god, but he ends up fighting for the people, right?
Right.
Fights back against the gods. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Hey, Ghost, you're not going to have an alien coming out of you, right? Anytime soon.
I don't plan on it, but I cannot confirm nor deny the fact that someone's been fucked up in my stomach lately. So I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, I'm just asking, brother. Just checking.
I will have a camera on if it does happen. That'd make for good TV.
Just checking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would suggest tonight you go to bed with your guns loaded, just in case the Travi come knocking on your door.
Also,
I always go to bed
remember
with my
to look
guns
underneath
loaded.
your bed for a Travi.
Yeah, always.
Now here's a question: Do the Travi carry with an open chamber?
They don't need to. I mean, they can. They want to fit in as much as possible, but a lot of Travi don't even carry guns, I bet.
Travi need to bend over.
They have laser beams for eyes.
All right, so those are like airsoft that they're carrying just to kind of make it look like they're gun guys, I guess, to kind of throw us off.
No,
I don't know. Now obviously the ones here that are gun guys or that are, saying they're gun guys, they're going to carry. They actually carry because they have to assimilate to the culture that they're being placed in. So they actually do. They
laser
do.
beams from their ass.
But just your average
So they
Travi
kill
on
you
the
bending
street
over.
doesn't need to.
No, you don't want them to bend over. They fart acid.
That's their gunfire. That's their gunfire. That's how they take you down.
Amorphous wants to know, do Travi eat pineapple on pizza? That's a good question. I don't know.
That's just wrong.
It's interesting. But then again,
but Travi do believe that hot dogs are sandwiches.
This is true.
That was started by the Travi.
Travi, I don't know about the food thing because ultimately, I mean, there's still individuals. Some of them may like pineapple on pizza, some of them may not.
Okay, but here's
so it's not set in stone. Their agenda is all set in stone, right? But they're all individuals, and they've assimilated to Earth culture for a long time now. So they're a lot like us.
You know what the dead giveaway for midnight was? He wanted sprinkles on his donuts.
Mm-hmm.
Aha!
I confronted him about it. He was on my channel with me here that night as he was shopping and buying donuts with sprinkles.
Did I miss the part before?
I believe Midnight just admitted he has a gun in the kitchen, and Russ confirmed it's sprinkle covered.
I bet you it's bedazzled too.
What was that? What was that, Coy?
Did I miss the part before this chat where everybody got super high together?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
we passed the Kool-Aid around. We're just waiting to die at this point.
Yeah, we done went off the deep end.
Yeah, we were talking about the whole flat Earth thing too earlier before you were here.
Yeah. Oh my God, gun channels is controlled by Travi.
Yep.
Son of bitches.
That's getting scary now. And then what's worse is that would mean Google is controlled by Travi, and Google controls YouTube. We're in trouble, guys. I think we've just started a shit hit the fan story time right here on my channel.
Travi have arrived.
Yeah, the Travi have arrived, and we have to find a solution. The upside is I've got a plan. I know how to solve this problem.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
they're everywhere. I mean, think about it. They're in music. You got Travis Barker and Travis McCoy and
Travis
Tritt. They're on TV. The main dude from Vikings, Travis Fimmel.
Oh my God! Does that mean Randy Travis is actually a Travi? Just
Randy Travis was an honorary member.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's why he can't sing anymore. He had to give away his voice away for him to be part of the clan.
I thought it was because he drank too much.
He drank whatever Kool-Aid the Travites pass out. Amorphous wants to know, what is the Travites' kryptonite? That's
logic.
That's a good question.
It's
obviously not food.
A 9mm do it. A 9mm do it.
Well, apparently, according to Night Strike, dynamite would do it, but
yeah, but how easy is dynamite to get? Honestly,
Yeah, it's
I
You'd be
have no
surprised.
idea. I've never done that type of research like Night Strike has. I would just like to say that publicly.
Yes. Neither have I.
I don't think I should answer, so I'm gonna.
Have you seen Night Strike use dynamite? He can't hit the target with that either.
That's pretty bad.
But at least I can actually have the gun to shoot the target.
He's got
But
a
you
point.
can't shoot it.
Nobody will know since you can't even carry it anywhere.
I mean, if you have a gun and you can't hit anything, do you really should you have a gun? I'm just saying. The safest place in front of night is in front of Night Strike in a gunfight because you're good to go. I love you, Jonas.
There's no
You know,
love. There's no love.
He sounded very sincere when he said that too. There's something going on between you and Jonas that we need to talk about, discuss, get out in the open.
Ghost is just in a loving mood. Okay?
I'm in a loving mood. I'm in a kumbaya mood. I've drank my Kool-Aid. I'm here to die.
Can't you feel the love tonight?
Not
you
fast
feel the
enough.
love tonight?
I can feel the love. I'm feeling all Elton Johnny. You know,
You start singing.
not in a weird way.
As long as you're not feeling Paul McCartney.
No, he's dead. You can't do that.
Like I said, as long as you're not.
Maybe he's feeling Freddie Mercury.
I'm really thinking that Night Strike needs to start changing his logo to a stormtrooper because that's a lot more fitting.
I could totally have pictured Night Strike in a stormtrooper outfit in the snow.
Yeah, I'd pay good money
that.
to see Night Strike in a stormtrooper outfit.
That would be
I'd pay
awesome,
good
Night
money
Strike.
for that.
Night Strike has to lose some weight in order to go fit in his stormtrooper outfit.
Peter Griffin didn't have to. Why should you?
Hashtag love yourself.
Because Family Guy, that's right.
Speaking of conspiracies, did anybody catch the new X-Files thing?
Yeah, I watched it today.
Wasn't it good?
Oh, did you?
It's pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I watched that little 6-episode season they did. Well, they didn't do it last year. They skipped a year, so it was back in 16, like summer of 16, so like a year and a half ago.
And we were talking about that.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Back in 16, we were talking about that.
I know. And
So-
we were talking about it on the Geek Chat. But yeah, no, I watched it. I watched it today. It's good. The first episode came out, so
So are they bringing it back for good, or is this? Just
yeah,
like
it's a full season. Like that last time they brought it for just 6 episodes, just as kind of like a special event. And I think to kind
They
of
were
test
testing the
waters to see if anybody liked it, and everybody did. So they're bringing it back for a full season. They call it. It says season 11. So, but
So
yeah,
what?
it's pretty good.
It's what,
It's a good show.
15 years after the fact? Something like
I
that?
guess, yeah. I don't even remember when did it end? It was what, 94 to 2004, right? It was
Yeah,
a
I think
10-year
so.
run. Was it 94 or 95? I can't remember. Well, whenever the hell it was. Or was it later than that?
Who are the actors in the new one?
It's the same. It's the same people.
Really?
Yeah.
They're like 90 years old.
They've got some other characters in there too that you can tell, younger characters that they could spin off or do some other stuff with if they wanted to. But Mulder and Scully's there. The Smoking Man's there. What's his face? The hell's the bald dude? His name, the other FBI Skinner's there. Yeah, I mean, it's the only one that's not there is what's his face, the one that died in the movie. Remember, he fucking sat in front of that bomb and blew up.
Uh-huh.
Oh man,
I can't remember his name, but he was their boss, I think. Right? He was the boss.
Well, if you're going to sit in front of a bomb and wait for it to blow up, you really don't belong in the next one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, but that's like, yeah, it was him, right? Because it was in the movie, the X-Files, the movie, when they're supposedly in Dallas, and there's a bomb inside that Coke machine right at the beginning of the movie, and it blows up and takes out that building.
That was
And
like the best part of the movie.
Yeah, it wasn't a great movie. The
Well,
second
like
one was
I
even
said,
worse,
that was
though.
the best part.
Have you seen the second movie though? That was even worse.
No, after the first one, I said I'm good.
You don't need to see it. It's not good. Anyway,
But, I'm going to have to check that out tonight. I didn't get to watch it last night. I don't know why I didn't watch it last night. I just didn't want to, I guess.
well, because
So
my
are
show was on
Scully-
last night. She had better things to do.
Are
Oh,
Mulder
yeah.
and Scully
why.
like using crutches and
actually
canes?
listening to your show last night. I was there.
Are Mulder and Scully using like walkers and stuff?
No. I mean, they're
Not
both in their early 50s now, I'd say. So I don't know his exact age. They're probably between like 50 and 55.
They should be running the agency by now, right?
Well, I don't know, because for a long time Mulder wasn't even an FBI agent. Remember, like back during the series, he quit. He left. Remember, they thought he was dead for a while. He was gone for 2 seasons.
He did quit, didn't he? I forgot about that.
So, and then somehow he came back. That was what it was. It was that little 6-episode run. It was in the first episode. They asked him to come back to help him with some stuff.
That's when he lost his seniority.
Yeah.
Oh God, Midnight Range Team is trying to turn me to the dark side.
Oh, how's that?
I thought you were on the dark side already. You want to blow everything and shoot everybody.
He said, Night Strike, you can be assimilated to the Travi if you wish. Leave those hate-filled losers behind and join the winning team.
And you get to wear a blue dress.
And here's a mistake we cannot allow ourselves to make. Just because somebody's name isn't Travis doesn't mean they're not one of them.
Uh-oh. So we got to figure out a way to figure out who is and who ain't. A test of sorts. Twilight Zone, really?
I'm waiting for Night Strike to play the soundtrack.
I'm not. We
Damn
can't
it.
do that.
Yeah, that would definitely get me a strike. That's not the least bit copyrighted.
Now, let me just go off topic a little and ask you, how long playing a song gets you a strike? Because I hear people
they changed it. It is one note now.
Oh, I'm just going to tell you right now. I've played so much shit. I just don't monetize them, and they never check.
Right.
Okay.
Dude, we did the one a few weeks ago where we were doing all the top one-hit wonders and stuff, and I was playing 10, 15 seconds of a song, and it's still there. They didn't ding it. They didn't do anything. Now, I took the monetization off of it, so they ignore videos.
Yeah, once you take that off, they don't really care.
They don't care. So unless somebody comes along and reports it, but
I'm not going to have any of my videos monetized because I think it's just a waste of time. So I will go with Patreon, which I do have set up now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm there, so
yay! Well, good. You're over there just under Outlaw Hatfield. Can't talk.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That's me.
All right, good.
Fat guy, cowboy hat. You can't miss me.
All right. I want to get back to a real conspiracy here real quick because
okay,
I'm going to ask you guys 9/11. I want to know if anybody in here thinks that there is anything to 9/11 other than just hijacking planes and flying them into buildings. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I think there's more to it.
Jimmy had a really good show on this on the early watch about a month or so ago.
And I had a whole show about this.
Yeah, you did, which I fucking missed. Just gets me, but
I mentioned there was more to it. There was a portion with the Pentagon. There was also the factor that a week after it happened, the terrorists actually had mail sent out that had anthrax in them.
Oh shit! Now, see, I don't fall into that. Like, there's some conspiracies out there that say there were no planes. Now, I don't buy that bullshit because too many people saw planes.
I'm sorry, I was 6 blocks away. You can't tell me those weren't planes.
Yeah, but that's the big. So I don't take things that far. There were planes. When you look at some of that stuff and when you hear some of the people that were there that day and look at some of the video that doesn't get shown anymore, but it looks like a controlled explosion. It sounds like a controlled explosion. There are firefighters and police officers there saying they heard explosions. Long after the planes hit, they heard explosions, and then the building fell. So there's too much going on there. Plus, all the footage from the Pentagon strike, I don't even see a fucking plane.
Yeah,
and I know maybe that's a little conspiratorial or whatever, but that it doesn't. Look at that video. You look at the size of the hole that plane made is not nearly big enough for the size of that plane. And where are the parts? Where are the plane parts?
Exactly.
And then the weird stuff about conveniently they find out of all this rubble, they find the passports of the hijackers.
Yeah.
Right.
And nobody else's passports. Apparently.
Nobody else's passport, but they find their passports. So,
Yeah,
we know who did
I
it.
also like the one that was at Building 5 or whatever it was. It's like 3 blocks down the road.
Just
falls.
happens
It
to
just
fall,
happens
too.
to be where they keep a lot of top secret FBI files. Just saying.
Yeah. Now I'm not saying that George Bush George Bush may not have known shit, but look at what was the other big thing? Was it the day before? I believe it was like the day before. The guy that owns the Twin Towers got new insurance on him, like billions of dollars worth of insurance on the towers, like the day before.
I hope he wasn't in those towers when they went down.
No, he wasn't.
No, of course
I'm
not.
sure he was out of town.
Yeah, that and the just so happens there's just a lot of weird shit. It's one of those things. It's hard not to feel like there's a conspiracy there. It's kind of like the JFK thing, except even more so, because there's so much stuff that doesn't make sense. There's so much stuff that they try to tell you that this happened when people who were there say no, or people say it didn't happen, but people that are there said no. I know what I saw and heard. There's just so much about that just. It just makes you think, okay, there's got to be more to this.
They don't
know exactly what it is, but there's got to be more.
The one thing that always got me was the fact that where those planes hit, it would have seemed to me instead of falling straight down, the buildings would have toppled. They would have fell from the top and then toppled downward instead of falling straight down their own footprint. Those buildings were brought down. It's just that was a controlled demolition. Anybody that's ever watched the building fall knows what it looks like. And I've seen, and that's
the thing. So, like, okay, so I've heard some people say, well, it was a controlled explosion because they knew something bad was going to happen, and the only way to keep the buildings from toppling and killing far more people and doing more damage and destroying more was they had to go ahead and take it down like you would when you're doing a demolition where it falls in its own footprints.
Who would have went in that building after that and set up the demolition?
Exactly. So it's like, but wait, that means the stuff was already there. That means it was already set up. Now, you don't do that.
That don't make sense, does it?
No. So, and plus, like I said, literally you can see, I've watched the video where you see these little explosions pop, 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 go down the building, right before it falls. And you've got people saying, I saw them. You got firefighters saying, I saw the explosions go off. I heard them. I was right here, and just there's just too much weirdness about it. I don't know. Like I said, I am smart enough to know I don't know what happened, but I know more happened than what they say it was. That's all I know.
I hate to tell you this, but all buildings topple over when Godzilla walks through them. Okay,
this is true.
So don't give me this BS that they fall straight down.
Yeah. Gojira has spoken.
Yeah. Well, see, that's like I said. At the angle they hit, you would have think, okay, the girders, the beams, whatever you want to call them, would have heated up, melted, and the top would have just slid in that direction and then topple over. Then maybe the rest of the building might have went somewhere, but it wouldn't have fell straight the hell down. And that don't make sense. I'm not an engineer. I don't have an engineering degree, but I'm smart enough to realize that, no, that's not the way that would work.
No. The thing, if I had to take a guess about what happened, I would say that the easiest and simplest explanation for all this, when you look at all the stuff that's out there, is that, okay, the government found out that they were going to be attacked. This is something they had known was going to happen since the early 90s. It had happened before. They knew they had problems with Al-Qaeda. They knew they had problems with bin Laden. They knew they had problems with these people. They got the intelligence to realize something was going to happen again. And instead of stopping it, they used it as an opportunity to get what they wanted. Simple, right? And so they make it happen. They make it happen easier, more efficiently. They set it up to where they know, okay, we can do this and make it look like it's all them, and then that gets them into the Middle East. I don't know, but I don't know. It just seems like it's just way too much going on there.
Yeah, I've never bought the official story. I don't guess I ever will. It just, to me, there's too many loose ends and too many things that haven't been answered. Too many questions out there that remain.
Yeah. Now, Amorphous said, I think Islamic terrorism is evil and they are capable of committing such an attack without a conspiracy. Well, absolutely they are. I'm not saying they didn't. I'm just saying I think our government or somebody found out that they were going to do it and used it to their advantage. Absolutely, I think Islamic terrorism is evil enough to pull. We see them do it all the time. I mean, they're walking into stadiums with backpack bombs, and I mean, absolutely, they would do it.
Anybody that would strap a bomb to a child or a mother with a child is capable of doing anything. I don't put anything past a terrorist. These people are evil, and there's only one solution for evil. There's only one cure for it. Like it or not, do I have to tell you what that is? I'm sure everybody on this panel already knows what I'm about to say. You find that evil, you put a bullet between its eyes, and you get rid of it. That's how you cure it. That's the only way to cure a terrorist.
So we have another conspiracy here. Russ Carr says creamy peanut butter, real or fake, and where do the peanuts go?
Wow. I got nothing.
And on that note,
I got nothing. What about the whipped peanut butter? And I have just killed my own
crickets.
Chat.
Crickets.
That was your cue, Night Strike. That was your
where
cue.
are the crickets soundboard?
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, wait a minute. Beaverwood Woodworks. I've got a new subscriber. Thanks, Beaver. I appreciate that.
Nice, Beaver.
Yeah. While I'm at it, I'd like to thank all my subscribers. Without you, none of us on this panel would be here. Nobody listening that puts out content would be here. So we do appreciate all of our subscribers. You guys make us or break us, and you're everything. You're the reason we're here. You're the reason that we do what we do, and we love you for it. Thanks, guys. I think I'm going to bring this one to a close, gentlemen. I think we've beat this particular horse to death, and then beat it some more. Let's go through the room and see if anybody's got anything to say. Jimmy, what you got, buddy? And I think Jimmy has left the building. That's just normal. Ghost, what you got?
His bedtime.
Ghost, you got anything?
Yeah, just be on the lookout for in 2018, the midterm elections, the return of the Travi.
Well, yep. Keep an eye out, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want them to get out of hand. We got to put a stop to this while we can. Matt, what you got, buddy?
Nothing. Not a thing.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Beware the Travi. Beware the Travi. That is all.
I'm going to have to rename this show The Curse of the Travi.
Curse of the Travi. Sounds like a good movie.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Nice. See, I've got panelists on here that just...
You do realize, Matt, that there's going to be a whole series of shit at the fan story time based on the Curse of the Travi.
Right? Where is Raw Comper? Get this man on it.
Raw Comper needs to do season 2.
I'm still waiting on Clover to finish his up.
Clover's writing a novel, apparently. I don't know.
The last I heard, I was in a van with who was it? Bob and no, it was me. Bob and Smeggy heading west. So I'm still concerned about that. If Bob takes his boots off, me and Smeggy's dead.
All right, Ellis, you have your first patron.
Yeah, well, thank you, Matt.
There you go.
Woohoo!
Got to kick it off.
Thanks, buddy. John Z, what you got, buddy?
You've got mail.
Just thank you for the invite. Glad to be here. Don't forget to donate blood if you can. We are low shortage in the United States, and those cancer patients need that A positive blood if you have any. So if you're able to, please go ahead and donate blood. And don't forget to check out gunchannels.com.
I just gave blood yesterday, John.
Good.
And I'm A positive.
Super.
Good job, Ghost. Thanks, John. Garage Guns, what do you got for us, buddy?
Thanks for the invite. I don't think I'm allowed to give blood right now. Well, I was in Africa less than a year ago, so.
Oh, I thought you were talking about for a different reason.
Yeah.
That's for all of us.
And Don't drink whatever Kool-Aid they were drinking a little while ago.
You've already consumed it. You just don't know it yet.
It was forced upon me.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
We are Trevi. We do that.
I thought
Yep.
something tasted like shit.
Let's get back to Night Strike. Night Strike, you got anything to say before we cut this one off?
I don't know. Should I say anything?
Other than you got mail?
Hit or miss Tuesday nights 9 o'clock. There we go.
How could we ever forget hit or miss Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock?
I try every day, but I can't do it. I try
Apparently,
every day.
he forgot it this week.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And
Once again, the Travi came to the rescue, didn't they? Travis did it for him.
So Night Strike, Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. What's your show going to be on this coming week? What you got planned? Anything special?
You say this like we have a plan.
There's no plan.
He's just going to turn
Hit
the
or
phone
miss
on
is
and
exactly
video
as it's
snow
actually
outside.
named. It's either a hit or a miss. Hey, we come up with things on the fly. We don't just we don't plan things out. We plan.
Oh, we can tell. We can tell.
Hit or miss is just driving the car into the garage, closing the door, turning it on, and just waiting to see what happens.
You know, is it sad that the most interesting thing that's come out of Jonas's channel in the last year is the fact that he turned his camera on to watch it snow yesterday?
That was awesome.
I was a little worried about that. That's the most interesting bit of content that's come out in a while.
Dude, that was epic.
Well, that means a lot coming from some pecker-headed
Peckerwood conspiracy theorist
and a to-be content creator and conspiracy theorist.
That's right.
Wow.
Well, I think this week on the Guns and Geeks podcast, we're going to be doing our script run through for Rise of the Planet of the Travi. And, we're going to do Conquest of the Planet of the Travi, and then we're going to follow that up with War for the Planet of the Travi.
I love the pretty secretive.
I love the Travi in the blue vest, by the way.
Are we allowed to leave the room with our scripts, or do we have to return them before we leave every day?
You have to. You're going to have to return them. Yeah.
Okay, I figured that might be the case.
AK Dennis, thank you for your subscription, brother.
Nice.
I've picked up 2 new ones tonight, and
Awesome.
like I said,
there you go, bro. Actually, you've picked up, according to what I think, you picked up several tonight. You had like 26, 27 people at one time. That's pretty good, Ellis. Good job, man.
I appreciate it. You know, hey, it's like I said, I do what I can do, and I appreciate y'all for coming on and helping me. Eventually, I'm going to do a show with all the people that I've had on in the past. Some of the guests that I've had, and it's just going to be us, and we're going to have a chat. That's my plan. I want to get all y'all guys together and just have a nice little chit chat and see where I can take the channel from there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call this one a night. I appreciate everybody. Y'all have a good night and be safe.
Peace.